What is up, guys? It's Cheko here, and today we're gonna get right, well, it's the same day, but we're gonna get right into the next part, because I gots to know. I gots to know. No intro needed. You know what's happening. Hasn't been that long, has it? Future Cheko? Don't embarrass me now. Bang. Yeah, she was the second in her class. He falls to one knee, lifting the long wrap shaft that has been on his back as spells continue to strike, forcing him into a step-by-step retreat.
Mr. Brown, we have need of your cooperation. We do not want to hurt you or your friends. But should you continue to resist, we'll be forced to take necessary action.
Just sign the NDA, bro.
Unbelievable! So rude! Even as an arcanist, all he does is this vulgar hand-to-hand combat. Still, that long stick he carries most certainly isn't a toy. Gentlemen, if you would be willing to come quietly and play nice, I will consider lowering your risk rating in our report.
Risk rating. She tries to reason with them, keeping in mind her desire to search for the man who mentioned the Manus Vindictae. But he is already gone, and the dagger lies undamaged on the ground. Her teammates gain ground on the would-be warrior who has sunken into his knees.
I gotta say, sometimes I wish I could take a knee and surrender.
What?
But...
Oh. He smiles through bloodied teeth.
sadly, even after all those hard knock lessons,
he's like, damage actually
once how to
makes
raise
me
the white
stronger.
flag.
You know, I'm like Blade. Doesn't Joe get like hurt? And then like that's like his thing. Like, doesn't he hurt like himself? I don't know. Is he one of those characters that like take damage from their own attacks? I'm not sure though. He reaches into his pocket, ready to grasp the handle of his small and agile Bowie knife. There's no way you're gonna stab a girl.
Jay. Your fight is over.
She said you will not be stabbing this child. Oh. She says, my turn. Tag team.
This is the smoke of burning mandrake. Cover your nose and your mouth.
Miss Wanish, hold your breath. Stay away from the...
But the smoke is already too thick. One by one, they give away, collapsing harmlessly to the ground.
Oh no!
The situation changes in the blink of an eye. She moves, automatically falling back to the entrance, only to find the tent has been shut. Oh my gosh. Shut tight. The bound girl and her kidnapper look at each other with disdain.
You should know that kidnapping a Foundation investigator and interfering with an official investigation is a serious crime.
In a way, they're staring at each other right now.
You kidnapped the one and only Matilda Buanish, a pivotal figure in the St. Pavlo Foundation we're talking about.
What was that? But I'm sorry. I'm just getting so sick of the fact that they keep doing this. Like two squirrels fighting over a chestnut. Thank you.
Pivotal, eh? Huh. A whiny little pup happens to stay standing from a little smoke. Yeah, I don't see anything worth being proud of.
Roasted. He extends a finger to give the girl's forehead a sharp flick. As the first approach of an interrogator, he proves surprisingly effective.
Hey! Stop it! This is rude and indecent!
He's giving you the little sister treatment.
Tell me, did Paulina send you to ask us to sign this bogus confidentiality agreement? Let me guess. She's probably still hiding in the Foundation office, right? Too scared to see her own flesh and blood?
Okay, Mr. Brown. You guys don't have the same last name, so I assume you're half siblings. Which then that makes sense. Kind of. Yes, it does. Half
What
flesh and
are you
blood.
talking about? Who's hiding in our office? We're here to bring you and that mannequin back to the Foundation. This is a serious violation of the Visitors Advisory.
Jay, I think we should ask this another way. Miss Buanish, what proof do you have that Paulina Lesage is dead, as your receptionist claimed? The photo on the box isn't hers, just some look-alike or airbrush job. So how can we believe anything else you say?
You're saying the Paulina you know isn't the same as the one in this photo?
Jay seems so nonchalant, yet his eyes are filled with concern. A gravity reserved only for great love.
How can I explain this to you? Please, be assured that we have no reason to lie to you at this juncture.
She's like, oh. She's like, hun, oh.
Actually, you shouldn't have found out about any of this in the first place.
She falls silent for a long time, pondering the best way to express herself.
Maybe
How
I'm
to
not
best,
familiar
but-
with your Paulina,
Same thing.
but I do know that there was a woman at St. Pavlov's named Paulina Lesage, and I know that she died. As far as the claims of different photos, mementos, it's complicated, and there is little I can say freely. But headquarters is working on it, and many other similar cases. I don't have the kind of clearance to know what's really going on, and even if I did, I couldn't tell you. For everyone's safety.
Yeah, because then they have to kill you. JK! He looks entirely unmoved.
Huh. So our little prize investigator's also in the dark. Maybe we can just go ahead and jot all these questions down and send them back to the Foundation. Or maybe we set up shop here. Just let any old passerby take a good look at them.
Oh. Not the public humiliation. He lifts the chair.
Hey, wait a second!
After a moment, the hostage looks up reluctantly.
If I could prove this Paulina of yours is in fact deceased,
Why would I want you to prove that to me?
then will you come back with us to the proper paperwork, yes? Then we can be getting out of your hair for good.
With a light tone, she proposes a deal. Yet all involved suddenly grow hesitant and quiet. I would have been like, girl, why would I want you to prove that to me? Ignorance is bliss.
The burden of proof lies with you, Special Investigator.
All right, but
He's
I will
like,
hold
"Are
you
you
to your
serious?"
word, mannequin. Before we begin, I should say I don't do this lightly. But if you need to know, don't say I didn't warn you.
She is released from her ropes. She pushes the others aside, smoothing out a black velvet cloth on a table before placing a crystal ball in its center.
I am a diviner, one that uses crystals. I suspect that sort of practice may already be familiar to you. I'll need an object that symbolizes Miss Paulina, or something related to her.
You're itching.
It must have a deep connection to her, something she once owned or often used.
Yes, I have
I will
something.
then begin my scrying using this object to the fog in my crystal orb and reveal to us her current existence.
Alright.
But if we find nothing beneath the fog, I am quite sure you understand what this means. And then I will be needing you to return with me. And as I have heard that energy healers are able to detect the flow of Pneuma, the madame here will be able to prove the authenticity of my divination. No?
I'll see it. Yeah. Like I saw the arcane energy flowing from your little friend's hand to their wand just now.
Alright.
Jay, what do you think of all this?
I mean, do we really want to know? Jay leans against the edge of a nearby cabinet, keeping his distance and responding from afar. But we want to know the truth.
My sister's little minion back at the Foundation already exposed the lie. Still, seems only fair I get to spy on her back. We'll see who's laughing now, sis.
I'm scared.
All right, Frenchie. This is hers. Take it.
Okay. A plush teddy bear. A plush teddy bear. Its fur, well, oh my gosh. Let me read this slowly at this point. A plush teddy bear. Its fur now well worn and patchy. It is the last thing she had from their parents, and one of the last things he has of hers. Everything is in place. Matilda eases the tension in her chest with a deep breath.
Then let us commence.
Her hands scowl the crystal ball as she closes her eyes. Absent moonlight and tides, her regular breathing comes erratic under the stress. But all that is no matter to her. The only thing she has to do is find one person, and she does not even need to find her. Only prove she exists, or that she does not.
Thread that binds all. Show me the trace of the one to whom this belongs. I bid you to respond.
The crystal ball emits a faint glow through her fingers. A heavy mist rises, obscuring the inside of the ball. He's like, oh.
Lift the fog. Reveal what existence lies hidden from us.
I'm sure he's like holding his breath right now.
Give us your vision. Sight beyond sight.
Okay. Time passes and the swirling mist slowly, achingly dissipates. Matilda withdraws her hand from the crystal ball. She silently shifts her eyes away. The little bear inside her appears to have its eyes fixed on the ball.
What? All that and you just stop? This thing busted or something? Nothing happened.
Jay, the divination is over. The energy is gone. Just like she said.
So she's actually... Wow. Jay feigns ignorance. Still, he is far calmer than any thought he should be. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like, that's what I'm like so confused about. I'm like, you know she doesn't like you, but you're like, she would have told me she got married. But like, you're making this whole she doesn't like you. Like, I'm like, you know, we know.
You come all this way for what? Just another Foundation trick?
Literally, Mercura just...
So, what is it this time? Did you mess around with the orb? Some kind of protection skill? I don't have time for these games.
I mean, yeah, he was about to crash out earlier. He's definitely gonna crash out now. The mannequin's voice is deafening.
It means she's really gone.
So she did... That's what I'm saying, a ring? You're like, she would have told me, but she also doesn't ever want to see me again. I'm like, Jay, bro, like, come on. Why are we postponing the inevitable? I'm like, we based everything off of a ring?
Sorry, Jay.
Oh, gosh. And the worst thing is, they ended on a fight. That is like the worst thing in the world. They ended on bad blood. He'll never get to... Dang. He keeps up his stone calm face, giving no sign of anger or astonishment. There's no changing his expressions at all. It is both emotional and emotionless at the same time.
Jay, are you still with us?
He needs a second.
Yeah. I'm fine.
But part of me feels like he kind of came to terms with it. Well, not came to terms, but like, there's no way he didn't know. Because I think he was grasping at straws. And this whole ignorance is bliss kind of thing. The words hang stiffly on his lips.
So I guess it's legit.
I'm waiting for the crash out, which is valid. He looks into the crystal ball again, his lips parting as if wanting to speak, but nothing comes out. as if wanting to ask 1,000 questions at the same time. He turns his head again, his eyes drifting out to the crowd mid-market, to a girl dancing in the midst of the crowd, a girl adorned with crown of flowers. She twirls gracefully. The crowd applaud, their faces joyful, happy. He wants to cry or scream or even take that ball in his hands and smash it into pieces. But he does nothing. In a swirling storm of grief, despair, and rage, he finds his center. Unnoticed by any present, a faint crack appears at its base of the crystal ball. Okay, that's it. I can imagine it's expensive. So, I heard they had a falling out. They're quitting the job altogether. Otherwise, why would they need so many? Oh my gosh! They quit. When I got some people. Okay, let's get back into this. He lunges, her luggage is half packed and already overstuffed. She's rushing haphazardly, throwing things in as she goes, unwilling to pause for even a moment.
That smug, know-it-all, manipulative bastard! How is it that I still need to learn not to trust anything that comes out of that stupid lying jerk's mouth? No mail today, sis. Nah, no visitors yet, Polly. Haven't heard a word. Just another pack of lies, and I bought them.
On the desk lies a crumpled stack of invitations from St. Pablo Foundation. Only one was ever opened.
Hey, Polly, open the door! What are you even doing in there?
Leave me the hell alone, Joe! Who the hell do you think you are to decide my choice? My future, my fate! Don't talk to me. Don't ever talk to me again. I'm leaving today.
Ooh, yeah, I know Joe's breaking inside. Oh my gosh. This is the last time they saw each other. A fierce response booms through the door.
Whatever! Why are you even this obsessed with this mission of theirs? They're fooling you, sis. Don't you see it? Only two kinds of people that buy the peace be with us kind of bullshit they're selling.
Like, I'm so conflicted. You guys know how I feel about, like, government, the government and stuff. But, like, okay, if I'm gonna be real with y'all, this is how I feel. I feel like there's no such thing as, like, a good government. I feel like the government everywhere sucks. I'm gonna be real. Like, to me, like, they're all flawed because it's so easy, I was about to say easily. So easy to get corrupted by the idea of having any kind of power. And like, I feel like for people, it's like something you don't even think about. It's just something that happens, even like progressively through time, right? And it's very few people who don't actually end up getting corrupted by the idea of having this power, right? So I don't, you know, right? But when it comes to the Foundation, you guys know at the beginning of the game, I did not trust them. I did not trust them at all. And then now, I feel like being with characters who work at the Foundation and like seeing what the Foundation does. I'm like, you see the good and the bad. But like, I can't hate the Foundation because a lot of the characters I like is at the Foundation. But like, seeing how other people don't trust them, it's like, I'm also like real. But at the same time, again, like I said, it's conflicting because there's a lot of characters I like at the Foundation, and I see some of the good stuff they do. I see some of the bad, and like at this, it's very real. But except when it comes to like the actual government, I don't like anyone. Sorry. I mean, I don't like anyone in the sense that it's not like I can trust any of them. But I feel like I sort of know the people at the Foundation. I think no one really knows the people in the office. Okay. Anyway, yeah, Joe, real.
The first kinds are those like you, Polly. Stupid kids that don't know nothing about anything except what they've read in books.
Hey, Joe, right? Here's what I think about what he just said. Okay, we're gonna have a conversation because this is a conversation time. The thing where he's saying that everything she knows is what's in books, I feel like at the same time, everything Joe knows is in his vicinity. I'm wondering if Joe has ever taken the actual time to like go outside of this area and like learn about different things. You know what I mean? Because that's kind of what Polly's trying to do. It's like the same thing I was saying about how Ezra only knew what he knew in books and at the Foundation, but once he left, he got a bigger perspective. Same thing with Soneto, most Foundation kids, right? It's like same thing could be applied to Joe. Like everything you know is just in this area. You know what I mean? And I think Polly kind of wants the chance to like learn more, but to call her a stupid kid when she's mad at you, come on Joe. And then hiding the letters is just, I can see how she doesn't trust you, because I wouldn't trust him either. Like I think we can, again, communication's way better than just hiding stuff from her and probably lying to her, being like, oh, nothing came in. You know, like obviously that's gonna kill her trust. Like obviously she's not gonna trust you.
And the others are the ones fleecing you, taking all you got and spitting you out. Also, they can have more money, more control.
Real. Like again, I can't even be mad at what he's saying. He pours out his anger, inadvertently realizing the weight of his words, his own words.
Paul, I'm sorry, all right? I flew off the handle. I made a mistake.
I low-key, if I was Polly, I would not take this. I would have been like, you're only sorry because you got caught. Okay. If you were really sorry, you could have gotten all those letters and showed them to me. But instead, you were hiding them. That's how I would feel if I was Polly.
But these guys, Paulina, do you think they care about you? About anyone? You're just another penny in their pocket. A coal for their furnace. They'll burn you up and replace you, easy as that.
Ooh. But at the same time, this is what she wants. I feel like things would have been way better off if he didn't do this, because she went anyway. Like, you guys would have still had an open line of communication. Apparently she got married and she didn't tell you. That's how upset she was at you, even though you're her brother. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he didn't realize the weight of what he did to her, and I feel like he's just now realizing it, which is like a whole nother thing. He made her sound stuck up when you were the one hiding her letters.
You think you're going out there,
not
do
gonna lie,
something
you're in
big,
the wrong.
because you don't even know what life is yet.
You are so in the wrong. You were so wrong for this, Joe. Like, I know he's being overprotective, but my goodness, this is what I mean, how they write characters who aren't perfect. Like, Reverse is so good at writing imperfect characters perfectly, because we love Joe, right? At least I do. But at the same time, he is so wrong for this. He's so wrong for this. But at the same time, he's also just trying to protect her.
You just read about it in your books, telling you some about a Foundation member paying the ultimate sacrifice for others. Think that makes them some kind of hero.
You hear the stuff Soneto was saying?
You don't know what that kind of sacrifice means, sis.
Yeah, I'm not... Like, I can't... He's right, but at the same time... Stuff Soneto was saying, bro.
Do they say how those brave Foundation goons really felt facing death? They aren't going to tell you they were afraid, that they hated everyone who put them there, that they probably shit themselves before they bid it, just wishing they could go home. They don't put that in books, do they?
But not everyone... Ooh. I feel like people who join the Foundation know the risks they are taking, though.
You read what they want you to think. It ain't the truth, Polly. Maybe I'm not smart like you, sis. I can't read the things you read, can't learn like you. I learned the hard way.
I mean, he's kind of being real.
Enough, Jay! I really don't give a crap
But she
about
don't trust
what you learned
you.
on the streets.
So
I don't want
she's
to
not
hear
gonna
it.
listen to anything you're saying. You were probably lying to her and you hid letters from her. Like, ain't no way she's gonna listen to anything you have said.
I'd rather take my chances and die out there than stay here and never live at all.
Exactly. She wants to be an uncaged bird. Rise up into my world. Jay kicks the door hard, smashing a hole straight through it. He steps through the open doorway. I know why he's doing it, but at the same time, I'm like, this isn't gonna make her feel better, bro. And if you had this open line of communication that is now lost because of the way he's reacting, which again, can't fault him for because that's how he was raised, things could have been different. It's like, please don't end here. Oh my gosh.
Je me sens désolée d'être le... Comment dire... porteur de mauvaises
sorry to
nouvelles.
be the, how do I say it, bearer of bad news.
Mais au moins maintenant, ils
But
sont
at
prêts à
least now
coopérer,
they're
non?
willing to cooperate, no?
Seulement...
Only... She taps the ground with the tip of her shoe. There's an unwilling feeling of shame rather than pride at her work in this moment. I mean, you did what you had to do. This guy was literally like, she would have definitely told me she got married even though she hates me. Like, he was in his Delulu moment. Like,
Pourquoi est-ce qu'ils ne se sont pas encore
why my
réveillés?
team members haven't awakened
Nous
yet?
devons vraiment rapporter
We
nos informations
really must
sur le
report
Manus
our
Vindicté
information
à la
to
Fondation.
on Manus Vindicté to the back to the Foundation. She paces forward and back.
Après la mort
After
d'Arcana,
Arcana's death,
les
the
restes du
remnants of
Manus
Manus
Vindicté
Vindicté
se
is
sont
all
tous
scattered
dispersés
into the
dans
wind,
l'air,
nowhere to be
emportés par
found.
le vent. Introuvables.
That's what she wants. Ugh, the Foundation is so... Wow, what a coincidence. After Arcana, we can't seem to find them. No, not like they're planning something.
Ils ont même abandonné tous
They
leurs
even
cachettes et leurs
abandoned their
ressources
stashes
juste
and
pour se
resources
cacher dans
just to
cette
hide
aire.
in this area.
Et il
And it
semble
seems they
qu'ils ont
succeeded.
réussi.
There has
Il
been
n'y
no
a eu
trace of them
aucune
so
trace
far.
d'eux jusqu'à présent. Eh bien,
Well,
pas
not
encore.
yet. But
Mais
I
je
think
pense
perhaps
peut-être qu'avec
with
cette
these
nouvelle,
news, Special
l'enquêtrice
Investigator Matilda
spéciale Mathilda Boaniche sera celle
Bonish
qui finira
will
par
be
trouver la
the
clé.
one to at last find the key.
Je suis très certaine que
I'm
mes
very
capacités
certain that my
d'analyse exemplaires seront récompensées par nos dirigeants.
exemplary
Peut-être
intelligence
même qu'ils
gathering will
placeront
be
Mademoiselle
rewarded by our
Solito
leaders.
dans mon
Or
équipe.
perhaps they might even place Miss Soneto on my team. Okay, I'm sorry, Matilda. You will need to join Team Burton. I do not see Soneto leaving Burton's side. I don't see it. She literally just, like, she transferred there. But at least now we know when this takes place. The man bumps into her and then tumbles hard to the ground.
Mind yourself, please. I have had quite enough of these bumping accidents today.
She's gonna speak French again. She speaks, but he's oblivious to her words as he rises clumsily. His face is wild contortion of joy and madness, lacking any awareness. Why do they keep... Oh my gosh.
The Enlightenment! Soon comes the Sufferer's Enlightenment!
Oh, not this talk again. There is a familiar pattern on his neck. She freezes in place, taking in the shock. Manus Vindicté?
Le signe de Manus?
Manus sign.
Mais il
But
n'a
certainly,
certainement
they
pas
didn't
été
transform
transformé
into
en
those
ces monstres.
monsters. Before she can take a step to follow, her surroundings begin to stir. They come one by one, the more emerging, all pour into one direction as drawn by a funnel.
Enlightenment! It's the Enlightenment!
Uh-oh, they're all here. The crowd stampedes across the ground. The moment passes and her immediate surroundings empty, leaving behind only herself and a few indifferent vendors.
Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What is happening?
Il faut que je suive
I
cet
need to
homme.
follow that man. She attempts to follow him, pushing through against the crowd, but the heavy press of bodies is like a wall.
S'il vous plaît.
Please pardon me.
Pardonnez-moi.
They're also
Ils
sweaty.
sont tous tellement en sueur.
Somehow I almost said it the way she said it. She catches sight of a nimble shadow following through the crowd.
Yeah. Chant louder, you stupid jerks. The higher you lift those arms, the easier it is to reach into those pockets.
Matilda seems to always be with, areas with pocket pickers. You better watch yourself, Matilda. She spies him as he darts under legs and through the throng, a shortcut of sorts.
Un moyen astucieux de
A clever way to
contourner,
get
même
around.
si
It's not so very
pas très convenable.
decent.
Mais je suppose que
It's
la morale est
not
loin d'être la
so
chose la
very
plus
decent,
importante
but
maintenant.
then I suppose decency is far from the most important thing now. She crouches down and follows his lead. No one takes notice of her. All eyes are drawn to an older looking man as he begins to speak.
Our world drowns ever deeper into depravity.
I swear, he even sounds like Arcana.
The multitudes trapped in their cages of materialism and logic refuse to acknowledge the coming day of judgment and salvation.
Yeah, he's listening to this guy.
Instead, they sell their souls to violence, gangs, and vile music.
The vilest.
Though they may laugh
They listen to
or
Sabrina
cry,
Carpenter and
they know nothing of the
Chapel
truth
Road.
and speak only lies. Held hostage to their worldly possessions, but forgetting the value of their souls. But the sufferer didn't abandon us. They know where the souls are hidden. They will save our lost children. Save us.
Okay, how, pray tell?
They suffered burning pain, even faced death for us.
That sounds... Whoa. Who's they? He allows a line of tears to etch down his face. Yet his words are spoken firm, and he shows no hint of emotion. Indeed, his face is almost mask-like, and that is weird in its stillness. That is so weird.
And now, together we are their children. Only we possess the truth of salvation. Police, governments, communities, and nations are only the deceitful constructs of history. Our salvation lies solely in the return of the sufferer.
Huh?
But now we must stand, shoulder to shoulder, as we anticipate our coming celebration of the sufferer. We await.
If I heard this guy
rejoice.
talking and a bunch of his goons just like pulled up, I would be leaving. He sounds like he's about to do something crazy.
We await. We rejoice.
This isn't just some meeting, bro. They're doing it in the middle of town square. Like,
The sufferer has heard us. Know this, children. Now take heart, for we have another lost lamb who has cast aside the world to join us.
oh, this is recruitment? Like LinkedIn, Arcana did the same thing. In the silent crowd, a man hobbles forward and kneels.
Légers, the sufferer has bestowed their blessings onto your broken body and welcomes you to
I'm
be
sure these
their
mean
child.
something.
Would you present them your loyalty with the shedding of blood?
That sounds kind of cult-like. I will pass.
Tu sens?
Blood.
I would,
Oh.
and I pray.
Ooh, he looks rich too. Dude, you have too much money to be doing all this right now. He holds up the dagger, drawing a long, sharp cut across his palm, and lets the blood stream. Oh, what? This is very, very culty. Like, this isn't even Manus. This is just cult. And, like, Manus is cult, but this is like a whole... They didn't do that. That is not how they recruited people, though, from what I remember. Because Arcana's dead. The blood stains the ground below, forming a mysterious... Oh my gosh.
Rejoice, for the passage to Elysium has been promised to you.
To where,
All. It is time.
You're about
Follow
to do
the bell
crazy.
ringer. The gate to Elysium shall soon be opened.
Y'all, are these the people you were taught about? That market, the new market? He raises his arm and the crowd responds with fever. Do y'all have to do this here? Y'all don't have like a little hideout to do this like in private? Like they're doing just in the middle of everyone. As he lifts his robe, the answer becomes unmistakable.
C'est le signe du manus vindicté.
I knew it. Who? There's Manus.
Je dois retourner pour
I must
informer la
return to tell the
fondation.
foundation.
Je dois
I
sortir
need to get out
maintenant.
now.
Bougez,
Move,
écartez-vous.
crap.
Merde,
It's
ça
getting
devient
crowded.
bondé.
The crazy thing is, right? Matilda always ends up in these places with like Manus. Like, Matilda should have more rights because of this. The uproar stirs the crowd into an aggravated frenzy.
No, it can't be. Where is the key to the gate? Apostle Matthias, please wait a moment.
What the frick you call him? Why are you mad? He just asked a very logical question, I think. From the platform, the speaker catches sight of the darting figures.
Be vigilant, all. There are deceivers among us.
Oh my gosh, he's hostile. Sir, do you realize you were in the middle of a market? Let me remind you, you came here, not the other way around. Like, crap. She quickens her pace, rushing without caution through the crowd. Thud. Two heads collide. Ouch.
Ouch.
He's trying to kill us, so...
Behold, the deceivers among us.
2 children. Where the finger points, the crowd indecisively makes way, leaving 2 surrounding in an empty circle. Surrounded? As Matilda returns to her senses, she realizes the dire nature of her predicament. Don't worry, Matilda. We'll smack some sense into these guys. Don't worry. Are they Manus? This is like a whole nother... So does Arcana just say, if there's something wrong with you, you can... you can be in charge. Sorry, Sophia. Sorry. But... she said you have to be unhinged. I'm using different people. I'm using people that'll get the work done fast because I'm tired of this slow team, bro. Like I need people who like.
Ah, find the left.
What is this outfit? That is not Manus clothes.
Copy that. It could be found.
Here.
A good point.
Crickets and fireworks. Are you a rational member?
Take that.
Calculating distance.
Bam.
Don't touch the device. A new hypothesis.
Easy that.
Taking another look.
Thunder to me. Oh, there's a bubble.
Oh, get him. Bodied.
A good point.
Could be copy that.
The benefits of field mapping.
Are you a rational member?
We worked on this collaboration together.
Ooh.
I'll write you into my paper.
Thank you. Higher regen. You guys see that? 63, baby.
Dang it, dang it, dang it.
That's
Where
the highest I've ever made it
Didn't
in a
anybody
gacha
tell you
game.
whose turf this is? We are in so much trouble.
Turf? What? The boy's pockets are stuffed full, jingling as he moves and making him run in an awkward, clunky manner.
What? I can go wherever I please, you rude little boy.
Girl.
I should have let them catch you.
You almost died. How about priorities? An engine growls behind them, gaining ground on them fast. They have a car?
Where did they get this vehicle?
The budget, they said. Arcana's not here, so we can buy what we want. Their capture now appears inevitable. They're captured.
Son of a gun, kid. What did I tell you about making a mess? These freaks are mad.
The man on the motorcycle grabs the boy, pinning him to the back of the seat in a fluid motion.
Sit back. Rubber's hitting the road.
Oh, Matilda. I guess you didn't make any friends.
Ha 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 ha. So long, suckers.
Hello?
Zit! Wait! Are you really just leaving me here?
I mean, you were talking trash 2 seconds ago. Her legs are giving out from exertion, huffing with labored breaths.
What brings you out here, short stuff? Starting to wonder why we keep running into each other.
Okay, can he not be talking to Matilda and be talking to me? Another engine roars, and then the throttle eases as it pulls up alongside her.
It's you! You should have listened to me and waited in the tent! You oaf!
Matilda.
You've got a funny way of saying thanks, French fry. If I listened to you back there, you'd have been stuck here and hung out to dry.
I got straight A's in SPDM's PE tests. I do not need your help.
Girl, you're huffing and puffing.
I can take care of these cookie cultists all by myself.
At least she called them what they are.
As you wish, milady.
Matilda, please. He is more than happy to accommodate her, putting a sizable distance between them before slowing again.
Release the Glaucus!
The what? The magical creatures snarl and bare their teeth from the cage before bursting out. Oh, is that doggone rope of blood in their mouth?
Glaucus? No, they don't have such an acute sense of smell. It must be a kind of mutant they tamed.
Knight in shining chrome at your service. Just say the word.
This is so funny.
Please,
I love Joe.
Keep your distance, sir. It is me they are after. You must keep yourself safe.
Girl, oh my gosh. He has a car. Well, a bike. He's asking to get you out.
I am an investigator of the St. Pablo Foundation, and it is my duty to protect civilians.
Girl, if you don't get on the dang bike. Her words feel strikingly familiar. And also familiar hurried steps. Her incantation is interrupted as she is lifted unwillingly onto the back of Jay's motorcycle.
Get on, Frenchie. Really didn't want to get involved, but you were starting to look like a lost puppy, so I'll forgive you.
I thought he was gonna say you look like an idiot.
You know, Short Fry, if you're trying to protect someone, you should learn when to accept their help. No one gets anywhere in this world alone, not even at your big shot foundation.
Real. The wind howls past as they pick up speed. Matilda sticks her head out to speak.
What did you say? I cannot hear you. The wind is too loud.
Right.
I said, take the help.
What?
I said, take.
The number of profanities tangled on his tongue, but for the moment, he swallows them back.
Hold on to your socks! Water ahead!
Alright.
I like Joe. I love him. I think I'm in love.
Let me see how many things are actually in this. 8. What am I at? 18, I'm at 6. I might as well do one more episode. Freak. Let's make it 7. Jeez. Trying to finish this in a timely manner this time around. Trying to scramble to get it done, like I always do. Same for 1.2. Can't relive that. The motorcycle slows as it enters the alley, having lost their mad pursuers. Familiar faces poke out from nearby, marveling at the new arrivals.
Jay, where did you get this chick? I hope you aren't looking for a babysitter.
She's looking for a babysitter.
Hey, Jay! You say hi to Pioneer for me. Those heels he recommended helped me land a big role.
Oh?
Hey, Mr. G, right? It's me, Brian. I've been looking for you. All thanks to you and that badge you got me.
Thank you for saving my baby from a burning building.
They even offered me some dishwashing work tomorrow.
Thank you, Joe. You're the best. Also, thank you for paying my taxes for the past 6 years. Thanks, Joe. That's what this feels like.
No more sleeping in tents or under the overpass. Bless you, Mr. G. I owe you my life.
You're the best person ever. Jay stops his bike, reaching out to grip Brian's hand. He just dabbed him up.
Oh, come on, Brian. Weren't you the one that helped me get that girl's number? You help me, I help you. That's the deal.
What girl? What girl? What girl? Jay. Don't make me uncomfortable. What girl? I'll see you remember. You know what, Jay? I don't like you anymore. Trying to brizz up girls. How dare you? From the distance, a man leading a critter approaches. The fact that Brian had to help you, just look at you, bro. You know, you would never need to have to get someone else to get my number. Just saying.
Hey! If it isn't my favorite customer, Jay! I got the latest edition of Motor Babe! You interested? I swear they're not pirated!
What is Motor Babe? What is that? Jay offers a warm smile as a reply before kicking up the stand and twisting the throttle on his bike.
See you guys.
Yeah. He's like, I don't watch Motor Babe.
Hey! Hey! I'm talking to you, Jay! Want it or not?
I do not watch that.
Isn't that man calling you?
What are you saying? Sorry, this kitten here purrs pretty loud.
This thing you have behind your back? Is it not that troublesome? Why do you take it with you?
Oh, my dad gave it to me. Carried it around for years.
What is it?
Hold on tight. We're almost there.
He's like, none of your business. Items are strewn on the table as those present stroke their chins, pondering over them.
Here's everything that was in that bell ringer guy's pockets. Think I got everything. Except anything that he was wearing under that getup. But there ain't enough money in the world to get me to rifle through some stained cultist undies.
They are vulgar, this patch. My goodness. I don't even talk like this.
Hey! Hollick, what was that for?
Sorry, kiddo. Jay said I gotta knock you on the head anytime you cuss.
Yeah, you curse worse than freaking Joe.
Exactly, Hollick. We gotta teach this potty mouth some manners.
You're one to talk.
Especially when there's a lady present.
I literally just said you curse worse than Joe, but you curse too, bro.
Well, seems I have you to thank, Miss Buanish. Years of wasted effort trying to cultivate gentlemen out of these cats, and you manage it in hours.
Why did the fireworks just pop up? Where's the animation? The girl nearby is fiddling with a complicated device, unfazed by their commotion.
SPFI portable contact device activated. Welcome. Verification success. Registered user, Matilda Buanish.
Her access level is still B.
It worked! I have a higher rank now.
Oh, it's higher?
I won't be making the same mistake twice.
Wait, was her last one C?
Emergency support. Apologies, as there have been no abnormal arcane fluctuations detected. The emergency support team is currently occupied.
With what?
Please provide further details so that we can evaluate the necessity of emergency assistance.
Manus Van Dicte is here, and we've been looking for them ever since Arcana died.
Support will be arranged in order of priority.
Girl.
I knew I should have applied for an expansion to our team. They will be of no help at all. I will have to send my entire team back just to deliver my report to the Foundation. So we must count on them to bring support back.
Oh yeah? Support? You want to be a part of this, French fry? You finally taking an interest in all of this?
Well, you say that like you ever brought it up.
This is a central part of our mission. The Foundation will deal with this without letting nosy civilians like you get involved.
Okay.
If you must insist on helping us, I suggest you provide what information you know, and then I, Special Investigator Matilda Buanish, will solve the problem and save the day.
Girl, how old are you? Like 16? Save the day. She reaches out to the key on the table, but a large hand covers it before she could grab it.
Yeah, not going to do that.
He said, our mission first. We live here, hello?
There isn't one of us here on Hate Street that would stand aside while someone else saves us.
You
want to get a clue about this place? Then the first thing you gotta know is that we deal with our own problems.
Ooh. Manus is the Foundation's problem, though. He makes no move to remove his hand, staring at her intently. But Manus was our problem first. We've been dealing with them forever.
This would defy regulations. I would need to file for a special approval.
Well, you can have the key, little investigator Boanich, since you're so dedicated to your job.
Yeah, no, she ain't breaking no rules.
Whether you get your special approval or not, we're going to be the ones to take down those bastards.
Okay, but like...
It's not about vengeance.
What
it's
happened
that the people
to getting
here,
help?
They'll never trust someone to do this for us. We have to do it ourselves.
I am so sorry. What happened to what you just said, Joe? What happened to accept the help? You can't do everything on your own. Like, I know he's not, like, on his own, but I'm like... Did you not... Why are we backtracking? You forget what you just said.
Judges, police, your foundation. One rat's nest after another promised to bring us change and then left us to the wolves.
Classic.
Nah. Worse than rats. At least they know how life here really works. At least they see us. At least rats don't claim to be our saviors.
He withdraws his hand and allows her to take the key.
We can only trust someone who's been through the trenches with us.
I mean, that's real. That's real. I get that. I get that. I mean, did you think this way when you were hiding your sister's letters? On how she would think that you were lying to her and lose trust and not want to hear anything you had to say? Just saying. Just saying. The key feels heavy in her hand, as if something weighty were attached to it.
Thank you, Jay.
I'm sorry, where is the Frenchness? It's like her accent disappeared when she said that.
This must be the key to Manus's Elysium.
Say thank you. Shay.
Mercuria,
how to have a French
would you?
accent. He looks up, signaling for her to continue with the explanation.
Yeah. This will be the key to wherever their hideout is. A place of dark revelry. They've kept it a close secret. But I've seen those that have come back from that place. They're transformed into something unnatural.
Classic Manus, am I right?
Their flesh and their spirit, it wasn't their own anymore. Big shot businessmen groveling and sobbing at the feet of their apostle. and the most loving mother I know. She abandoned her kid by a dumpster.
Dang, they didn't even do all this for Arcana. Like, dang, who is this guy?
The friends we've lost. It's like they're gone. They aren't them anymore. They're possessed. Until one day, they just vanish, never to be seen again.
Because they're turned into monsters. She shakes her head.
So, we must find this gate and flush out their nest of vipers before they can open it once more. Otherwise, our mission here and your chance to avenge your friends will fail.
If Arcana's taught them anything, it's how to recruit. Like, dang, I feel like that's lesson number 1. She burst up from her seat before falling back down.
Gets even better from there, French fry. That ceremony of theirs is set for the day after tomorrow. They're planning something big. Bigger than anything they've thrown at us before.
And that is bad. The boy raises his hand, eager to answer.
Yeah, I heard that big guy mumbling stuff like, the last revelation or something.
They're gonna burn the whole place down.
Kinda weird seeing a big dude crying like that.
I kinda get that vibe. Because remember the fires with Geo?
Perhaps then this is the last time Manus plan on opening the door to their Elysium?
Like they're definitely gonna set this place ablaze. Everyone knows what is implied.
And then they will be gone. Perhaps for good.
I kinda am picking up what they're putting down.
Jay, you got a lot of friends there still. What'll you do when they point their knives at you?
Well, I guess it's time for a winter.
How do we keep their sacrificial lambs from leaping off the cliff?
Well, they're already gone. Once you put the mask on, like, that's it. He does not shy away from his answer.
Not my business to save someone who doesn't want to be saved. Never even really thought of saving everyone. Not in a long while. It's not worth the pain.
Because of his sister. Right. While the answer weighs heavy on the others, it brings her some relief born out of trust, if nothing else.
I see.
But they were all, like, most likely deceived, right? Giving, like, the false pretense of hope. Which is crazy, because to come to, like, this, I would say, like, a low-income area. Like, I'm actually not surprised. Again, like, every time Manus does something, I'm like kind of smart. But, like, these people, I wouldn't be surprised if some people want a way out. You know what I mean? The girl from the Foundation pipes up.
Unfortunately, I cannot disagree this time. Still, we have time to make preparations in advance. Support is on the way, so until then, we must stay below their attention. I'm thinking that maybe we may try collecting more information by infiltrating their followers. Perhaps then we will have a better chance to find this gate of theirs.
She supports her chin as she stares out, stargazing in her mind. Strategizing. Sorry. Frick, I can't read.
Sure, Tildy. Tomorrow I'll show you around the new age market. You can meet some of my friends. Figure out how to fit in.
Oh, she said you act a little... Ugh.
But maybe a change of outfit first. Who knows who might recognize you.
For sure.
And the St. Pavlov Foundation is not the most welcome organization around here.
Time to go undercover, Matilda.
I see. Thank you very much, Miss Mercuria. Oh, and I remember you know that Geo. We might collect some further information from him.
I don't know.
Geo? I don't know who you mean.
She probably didn't even get his name. Her voice is sincere.
But do you not remember? It was just as I arrived. You had a visitor, and you called him Geo.
I haven't had any visitors all day.
She gaslighting us.
That cannot be. Jay, you saw him, yes?
He meets her eyes with a blank expression.
The only thing I remember is some weirdo investigator poking her head into this tent.
Yeah, he wasn't there. He arrived when you got caught. Matilda stammers in bewilderment at their answers. Something strange is going on here. Alright. I think that is a good place to end this.